Hi, my name is Jeffrey Abramowitz, and I'm running for the position of President-elect for the Coalition on Adult Basic Education, COABE. I hope that you'll consider the three pair of glasses that I've worn during my lifetime as you make your decision for this position. The three glasses that I wear are the glasses from my past, the glasses from my present, and the glasses that I hope to be wearing into the future. These glasses from my past I wore as a trial lawyer over 20 years in Philadelphia. I joined COABE in 2018 after life challenges led me through our criminal justice system, where I learned the basics of teaching GED math in the incarceral setting and taught over 50 classes behind the walls. I wore glasses in the Title II sector as a provider of providing GED math support when I returned home from prison, and quickly became director of workforce development for a local Title II agency in Philadelphia, working with marginalized populations. I became an executive director of justice and reentry programmings for a large workforce development agency shortly after my return. And the very same day I accepted that position, I received a call from Sharon Bonney, and Sharon said, "Jeff, would you think about starting the Prison Behind and Beyond the Walls Literacy Committee?" Which I gladly accepted. The glasses that I wear presently are those glasses over the past few years, which have led me to help build our State Advocate for Adult Education Fellowship, where we're now on the third cohort of advocates that are doing great work across our country. I sit on as the secretary of the Coalition on Adult Basic Education and have been on the executive leadership team in that position. And I've also been the producer and co-host of the Employer podcast, Behind Every Employer with Anson Green, and also the producer of Advocast with Aaron and Sarah. Presently, the glasses that I wear are those of a CEO of the PD Green program, which does tutoring support for men and women that are justice impacted and those that have come home from incarceration. I am a Links moderator for the United States Department of Education and oversee the community of practice for correctional and reentry education, and serve as a subject matter expert for the IET and Corrections Project. I've been active in the Adult Education and Family Literacy Week and on Capitol Hill days, and sitting on the Pennsylvania Workforce Development Board. But most importantly, it's the future glasses that I hope to be wearing, which I hope you'll consider. And those glasses shed light on the reality that over 23% of our country struggle with English and math support. The reality in our country is, quite frankly, that our labor market and the struggles with our labor market and gun violence and addiction challenges and youth engagement challenges that we have across our country really can be solved starting with one word: education. Education is so important in our country, but it's more than just providing basic math and reading support. It's understanding that education also means collaboration. It means thinking about private sector and how we can work with private sector and labor to do a better job of getting people into a career pathway and guiding them through career preparedness and guiding them to those skills that will help them make them successful. It's a future of building our state associations with programs like our State Association Leadership Institute and supporting teachers at every level, from our local level all the way into the federal levels. We have to understand that adult education in our country is so vitally important to the future of our country, and really making funding a priority so that we can provide you, the educators and administrators, with the tools that they will need to really lead our country into the future. So those are the glasses that I wear. I wear glasses that see the Digital Equity Act and the infrastructure bill and the Pell Grant issues that are going to be coming into the forefront over the next several years. And most importantly, I look forward to wearing those glasses and seeing all of you and meeting all of you so that we can meet the challenges that lie ahead. I hope that I'll get your vote this year as I run for President-elect of the Coalition on Adult Basic Education. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shaketta Thomas, COABE's current Vice President for Membership, and I'm here today to share with you my faith and hope in adult education and desire to become COABE's next President-elect. Before becoming the Vice President of Membership, I served on COABE as the Regional 2 representative. I also serve on my state association board, Virginia Association of Adult and Continuing Education, for nearly 10 years now. This is where I have gained my appreciation for all the volunteers who represent their state association. I understand truly the sacrifices, the labor of love, and the dedication all of you as volunteers do on a day-to-day basis to help learners succeed so communities thrive. I believe one of the paramount focus of COABE should be the support we give to our state associations as they provide the direct support to our educators. My predecessor and COABE developed the State Association Leadership Institute, also known as SALLY, which I currently chair. Over the course of this past year, I have listened to you to understand your needs in order to develop a curriculum and a resource toolkit for each state association. We still have more work to do, but I promise to continue to dedicate my tenure servicing the needs of all of our state associations. As a byproduct of adult education programs, I have a keen affinity for all adult ed teachers. I have shared my history about both of my parents attending adult education programs for either a high school equivalency or workforce credential. As a child, I grew up going to night classes with my mother, and there I was able to experience the compassion, faith, and hope teachers instill into all their learners and their kids. I can't thank you enough. Therefore, I want to continue to educate and elevate the platform of adult education by sharing our collective stories of success and the impact we have on the lives of so many, and garner the resources needed to continue this important work. Lastly, but most importantly, I'm here for the learners. All of you are my heroes, and my biggest one by far is my father. You see, there was a time I considered dropping out of the college because I was the first one to go to college, and the pressure just seemed so insurmountable at the time. He had a strong faith. He believed in education, and he also had hope for me. His solution to my problem was to enroll into school himself in order to earn a workforce credential. At first, my 19-year-old self was thinking, how humiliating, how annoying. But by my junior year, he had become my biggest inspiration as he not only earned one, but 2 certificates. And thanks to the educators of Nashville, he was motivated to enroll into community college. He would study until midnight and then get up to go to work the next day at 6 a.m. We both earned a degree. But most importantly, I earned a newfound respect for adult learners, their challenges, and their willingness to go the distance in spite of those challenges with faith and hope. As we continue to grow here in COABE, it is paramount that all of our initiatives center around the needs of our learners so that their hopes come into fruition. We must capture their voices and their stories as they are our inspiration and the true reason that we are here. I will continue to look for more ventures, partnerships, and opportunities for our learners. If you too have faith, belief in education, and hope for our learners, teachers, and state associations, then I ask that you vote for me, Shaketta Thomas, as COABE's next president-elect. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Danielle Cox. I am currently the Director of Education for the Maryland Department of Public Safety, Correctional Services, and also the Chair of COABE's Prison Literacy Committee. I come to you today to ask for your support as I run for Secretary on the COABE Board of Directors. I want to take a few minutes to explain why I'm running for office and share 4 important issues I am passionate about that you will not read in my bio in the many emails that will come from COABE. 1, I'm devoted to ensuring additional funding for much needed resources are allocated to adult education providers and their students. Unfortunately, our schools do not have enough teachers, technology, and training to truly create positive change in the lives of our students. 2, I am committed to advocating for correctional education students across the nation. Students behind the fence make up the largest population of adult learners in many states across our nation, yet they do not have the access to equitable services and resources that are provided to those outside the fence. Lack of technology and trained teachers has resulted in this population falling behind their peers in the community. 3, access to diversity education and inclusion training for teachers and administrators is vital to ensure that our students feel appreciated and are successful. Not only will training in cultural competency improve interaction among colleagues, it will increase teacher connections with their students. 4, we don't know what we don't know. There's a lack of consistent data on the effects of adult education in reference to recidivism, job placement, median earnings, etc. across the nation. I will advocate for a national database to collect this much needed resource. Though I could continue with many other imperative concerns plaguing our field, I will close with this. If we all support one another and advocate with the same voice, we can ensure that no adult learner is left behind. Thank you.
Hola, mi nombre es Héctor Martínez y es un placer estar con ustedes el día de hoy. I'm the Director for Adult Education at the Kansas Board of Regents, and I'm running for Secretary position on the COABE Board of Directors. Prior to the State Director position, I was the Director for the Garden City Career Connection Academy at the Garden City Community College for 14 years. I came from Mexico to the United States in 2000. I worked with adults in Mexico for over 14 years prior to my arrival to the United States. My professional experiences include 20 years as ESL student, volunteer, instructor, coordinator, and director, as well as college agent. I completed my master's degree in education with emphasis in organizational leadership from the Kansas Newman University. I also completed my bachelor's degree in education in technology teaching in Mexico. And I have the privilege to serve in different positions from the Kansas Adult Education Association, including vice president, conference chair, and president. I also have the privilege and honor to serve on the National Coalition for Adult Basic Education Board of Directors as regional representative, technology committee chair, and strategic planning committee. I am fortunate to serve in different community boards of directors as a Kansas Works local area board member, chair for the One Stop Committee, and president for the Garden City United Methodist Ministers. I am passionate to serve and dedicated to success of adult students. Thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day.